Adrian Peterson is now a New Orleans Saint as of yesterday. He signed a 2-year deal worth $7 million, $3.5 is guaranteed, and also he can make up to $8.25 million due to incentives. Now, one thing for sure about Adrian Peterson is he is one of the greatest running backs of this generation. And one thing for sure is the Saints definitely got themselves a nice running back here. But there are some questions on whether he can still run and all that. He's had 2 major injuries in his career, and he's 31 years old, and he was a power back to a certain extent. So when I look at Adrian Peterson, it's going to be very interesting what they're going to do. They're definitely probably going to share reps with him and Mark Ingram and see what they goes there. Because Mark Ingram is a passing game figure, and the Saints do like having a receiving back in that West Coast system. And then I think they're going to substitute him and out with Adrian Peterson, which is not a bad idea because I don't think Adrian Peterson can just simply take 25 carries a game. I don't think he can. Now, when you do look at the Saints and what they're trying to do as a strategy, I feel like they're going to try to play more on defense, and that's why getting Adrian Peterson is important because you get a nice running back who's for the most part participates in rushing versus Mark Ingram, who kind of participates in rushing and passing. Now, for the one thing for sure is they do have 2 first-round picks this year, and I think they're going to use that on defense. I think they're going to draft Malik Hooker, and then someone late in the first round, they might go for Reuben Foster. And those are some players I think that they're going to go after in the first round, try to stack up on the defense, and then they're going to try to run the ball because obviously, I know the Saints aren't a big fan of the really fast wide receivers and all that. And yes, Brandon Cooks worked out for them. They really want big body targets in that New Orleans, how the Saints play. And so when I look at that, I truly believe that the Saints are just going to try to win on defense, try to do it this way. I think they're going to try to model the Broncos standard of how they won with Peyton Manning. Now, obviously, Drew Brees didn't decline or is on the decline like Peyton Manning was in his final year when he won the Super Bowl. But ideally, they're going to try to win in that kind of fashion. They're going to try to win more on defense. That's why I think that they gave Adrian Peterson a 2-year contract. Not only was Adrian Peterson looking for a 2-year contract, but I think the second year they're going to be the ones more serious about competing for a Super Bowl. I think this year, this upcoming 2017 season, is going to be more about getting to the playoffs because they play in a division for who the hell knows could be good. The Buccaneers just almost made the playoffs in 2016. The Panthers went to a Super Bowl like just last year, and the Falcons made it to the Super Bowl this year. So there's a lot of things, a lot of competition going around the NFC South. So I think they're just going to try to make the playoffs this year, and then their second year, they might be ready to win a Super Bowl because they're going to have to stockpile on picks and all that to kind of get the defense back up there. And they're also going to have to use some free agency and money and all that. And with Adrian Peterson, it's a nice addition. The biggest question, though, with Adrian Peterson, can he still play and whatnot? And overall, I find it weird that they trade away Brandon Cooks, but the reason why they did that was for defensive needs. So with Adrian Peterson, they're going to follow kind of like how Seattle won in 2013 and how the Broncos won in 2015. And overall, Adrian Peterson is a cute signing for the Saints.